Okay, I've been having a little bit of trouble getting this screenshot software to work, so oops, apparently. So hopefully it'll work this time. So I'm going to try to be really brief. I just want to give you a couple tips and tricks to get you started using Anki. Anki's free. You get it there at ankisrs.net. I'm pretty sure it's SRS. If that does happen to be the wrong link, Google it. It'll be the first thing. Greenshot is some screenshot software that I use that's awesome. It's for PC. If you have a Mac, then you'll have to use something else. But anyway, so I'll show you how you do a couple of these things. The screenshot thing is just so because you're probably going to want to add images to your note cards, and so this is the easiest way I've found to do that. If you do have Greenshot installed, I would recommend changing some of the options. So go over here, go to your Greenshot. I right-clicked on that to get me to my preferences. Destination is asking you what you want to happen once you do take a screenshot. So this is the default setting. It prompts you every time. That's not efficient enough for me. So I go ahead and I tell it to automatically copy it to the clipboard so I can immediately paste it into something. And in case I want to change something, I have it open in the Greenshot image editor, which is really convenient. You might have to play around to get the hotkeys to work. I like having mine set up so all I do is press print screen and it captures a region of the screen. You'll see how that works. But I just wanted to show you how I set that up. Now in Anki, when you open it the first time, there won't be all this stuff in here. But anyway, so these are a couple of the classes that I've been taking. I'm going to show you first how to create a deck. It's just a virtual deck. It's exactly what it sounds like, so I'll call it test deck. It doesn't put it inside by default inside of another deck, and so if I want it to be a subdeck of musculoskeletal, just drag and drop. Now to add to that deck, I click on it and then I go up here to add a new card to the deck. So now I can say, what is the most commonly fractured bone? And according to the lecturer today, it is the clavicle. So that's my card. So I add that. Now if you want to have visual cards, then go pop up whatever you want to take a visual of. Hit your key for whichever screenshot utility you're taking. Select your area. Mine automatically copied to the clipboard, as well as popped it up in that editor because of those settings I set. So now I can Control V, Command V on a Mac. Put it in there. So that's going to be the answer to my question. I forgot to tell you what the question could be, but what is the circled muscle? And that is a really bad way to spell what. But I'm going to go over here. Obviously there's no circled muscle yet, and so go ahead in the program, circle the muscle, and then black out the label so that it doesn't give the answer away. Then just click this to copy it to your clipboard. You can go over here, paste it. That was quick. Click add. Now if you want to go back and edit any of the cards you recently did, just hit this, click on that. It'll pop up the card in the browser so you can edit it real quick and get back to business. So go ahead and close that and minimize that. Now I have two decks in my study card, or two cards in my study deck. Sorry. When you use Anki first time, so go to decks to pop this up, but it's only going to put a maximum of 20 in here because it assumes you have more time to study. And so if you want to get rid of that limitation so that it shows you more than 20 new cards a day, this is where you do it, right in the main options. So go ahead and change that to 1,000 or whatever. Now, if you want to study it, just click on it. You can go to study now and it'll keep track of how well you do and it'll adjust your study to that. So ask you the question. If you knew it, then you click, when it was easy, click easy. Good or again, those will affect how frequently they show up. If you click easy, it's not going to show up for another 4 days. Now, so what is a circled muscle? Remember we made this card. There's the answer. So, and then you just tell it how easy it was for you. So anyway, that's how you do that. Now to import from decks that other people made, it's just kind of like opening a normal file. It's APKG for Anki package. So to export so that you can share it with other people, use the export. You're going to want to change this to just the decks you want to export. Don't select that, because then if you studied the cards, then when your friend opens them, the Anki is going to think that they were the ones that did the studying and not show them stuff. Include the media, because that means if we uncheck that, the pictures that we attach to our cards won't go. So just export, save it, and you'll be good to go. Have somebody else open it. The only other thing I wanted to show you real quick is if you want to do a custom study. So I can just study a certain lecture by going into these. Like that would be all three of the decks underneath here. But if I want to just go into one of them, I can do that. If I want to go back to my histology class, I can do this. I can click on a particular section, and then you can also go, and if you do custom study, you can custom by a tag. And when you're making the cards, you can add a tag to it, like key terms or whatever. You can go all cards in random order. Make sure this is bigger than the number of cards that you have in the deck. Otherwise, it'll limit to a random 100 from, it might be 272. You only get 100 of them. Choose tags, require one more of these tags, and then select the tags that you want to sort down to. So that's a really nice feature. I think you guys you'll really like this program, and it's really not that bad to get used to. So hopefully this helps.